Clash of Clans podcast, episode 70. I'm 70.
I'll do that for a moment.
I'm 70. I'm an old man. I'm 70 years old.
Skilly beep 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 skilly beep.
And we're back with the Clash of Clans for fans. I'm your pal, Scotty and Boneyard. I'm here with my pal, Scotty. Hey, Scotty. Big number 70 for us.
Big 70.
Yeah, we're here at ClashClansPodcast.com. Here
Which is actually probably like 75 when you think
it's
about
almost 80, I bet. You know, after all the things we've been doing, a lot of extravaganza pushes it up even to 85, 90.
Yeah, and I can't wait to do. I don't know when that'll be up, if we're going to redo it or we're going to.
We got more things coming. We got lots of things coming.
Dune by Boneyard.
Yeah, that we listened to the other night. That was pretty funny. I barely remember doing it. It was a while ago.
It was us laughing at us. We're listening to the Dune thing. Boneyard tells the story of Dune, and then we're laughing, but we're laughing at the same parts as when we're laughing in the thing. It was awesome.
It's like a whole. You got the laugh track now because you're laughing along with it.
Yeah,
we're here at the WBSMT Radio Studios at the old Casa de Boneyard. Lady Boneyard is not able to be with us. She's getting her hair did. But there's news. Lady Boneyard is now officially going to be Mrs. Lady Boneyard.
Mrs. Lady Boneyard.
She said yes.
Queen Boneyard.
She said yes. Yeah, she'll be Queen Boneyard.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. So there's some news out there for you folks in Radio Land.
Yeah.
Other than that, we're talking about all things Clash. It's been a while, and we got to talk about all kinds of things.
Lots of things, like post update we haven't touched.
Well, yeah, let's start there. Let's get what's new with you, Scotty? Where are you at? What's going on? It's kind of a loaded question because it's like everything. So go lay down.
I am currently sitting at 13 trophies. I was down to 13 elixir the other day, 13 or 19, because the last war drained.
In a war, yeah.
But then the one thing I didn't realize
you didn't win?
is that
You didn't win?
No. Oh no, we didn't win, but I still got enough to recover. You know, I was like, okay, I have to with this attack get some killer loot and win, because if at this level you're using all the spells and the army is so expensive that if you can take a big haul like a 200k, but if you don't get the win, you're in the hole. So
I hear you. Yeah, I hear you.
So. But it's been fun doing it that way.
See, I'm with me in a war. I'm either getting near nothing or a big haul, a big haul somewhere, and then something low. I got to pick up some stars somewhere because I just always wait to the last minute and just do cleanup on whatever, or last couple hours and be like, okay, I need to get an attack in. Where's the spot where I can fucking get 3, and I can let the people above me and below me worry about the rest of the shit.
Did you say below me?
Yes.
Below me.
Yeah, I'm talking about the people below me. So, yes. Anyway.
We're tied in this war right now. We're against Faux Nominal, PHO-nominal. It's been back and forth.
Vietnamese clan?
No, they're all over the place, it seems like. They have some weird names in here, though. This one was pretty good, I thought. Boom Titty.
That's good.
That's one. Assa Jack. That one too. Spicy Tofu. So they're, we're going back and forth. There's still attacks. My queen is down. So here's the big thing that's been happening. So where I've been sitting.
Wait. Let's not just. What are we doing?
Okay.
Update.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Let's start here.
Post update.
Let's just start at the update.
Okay.
Do you have a picture of what's new? I'm going to go to the thing.
Here's what's.
Let's talk about it.
Well, me and Boaz went through it for everybody.
Okay, I was not around for that.
Okay, so here's what's happened post update. We got the new pumps and mines.
Sweet.
I was doing all right with elixir. I didn't realize that it costs $300K to upgrade a pump.
That's not that much. Oh, well,
when you've got
600 and you just dump it off the bottom right now.
So before we started the wars, it was I was sitting pretty good with decent loot, and then I put like 3 pumps to go, I think it was. Mm-hmm. And all of a sudden I'm like, why am I so down in loot? And then the war just kind of started draining me. I was losing battles. And then when you go into the war battles and you take in a really decent army and your spells, if you don't get it back at the end, you're screwed.
Yeah.
Because you're pumping in 200K at least.
I don't. I guess I...
Well, I saw your dragon attack. I mean, that's expensive with your spells when you put all the costs together. Yeah. So So up front, before the war's even done, you've spent a lot of elixir. Not even.
No, I hear that.
Troop donations.
I think I get like maybe 400 or 380 grand for that, right?
Yeah.
It totally won't be worth it. I get 50 of it, or maybe if I like a quarter of it, right?
Yeah.
If we don't win, but A, we win, and 2, fuck it,
yeah,
because I don't raid a lot, so I'm just pulling it in from my coffers and.
Well, and I've been liking raiding up high because I'll get back to that later.
Let's go back to that. Here's
the thing about the pumps, though. I have to finish this.
Pumps. That's what we're on.
I didn't realize how much you're actually pulling in on the pumps while things are going. So to have a couple of them shut down for a few days.
Agreed. That was
and I'm going, oh shit,
there's a shortage, stoppage, a work stoppage.
And so what I did was I got 3 pumps done, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna shut down the other 4 and just eat it for right now because I need to get those up and pumping.
So
again.
how many pumps and mines do you have running right now? Or upgrading right now?
I have
4?
5.
5? All 5 of your builders are doing pumps and mines?
Yeah, I have 4. I have 4 pumps going right now.
Here's the question. We're going to get a 1 gem boost. Are they going to be done by the time that happens?
When are we getting a 1 gem boost?
Oh,
you mean right around Christmas, you think?
I thought it was going to be today.
Here's why
I saw a thing about it being today, because last year it was on the 16th.
It's 3 days.
Okay,
so I will...
You're pretty good. I haven't seen it yet. Will you stop the upgrade to...
No.
Do a 1 gem boost, because it's going to be like a 1 gem boost per day for...
They did it for a long time last year.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
It's going to be a 1 gem boost per day for that long.
No, because if they do... Let's say they do it tomorrow, and it'll be 3 days, or 2 days left on it. I'll be pumping that boost. I'll make up for it because I'll be getting 500 elixir more every hour during the boost. So that's why I didn't do it because I thought a 1 gem boost was coming, but I'm like, I want these pumps done so that I'm pumping out all this elixir because I got to get my P.E.K.K.A. upgraded. I got to get my barbs upgraded. Giants.
Yeah.
Post.
The Giants are back in the mix again.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, all right. So pumps and mines are kind of covered. What else we got on this list? Compare your clan to others in the clan local leaderboard. Now, you went all over this with the boys. People have heard some of this, but I probably haven't even read this list.
I still don't even know how that really works.
It only works if you're in the top 200 or something. That's the thing. It's it doesn't really matter to us around here. Other dark elixir drills are available earlier. That's good for people.
It's going to be good for everybody.
And more capacity, which is awesome.
But here's the kicker with that, right? Is that now people that are newer to the game and us old folks who have been around, heroes are going to become even more important because people are going to be getting them earlier. And so that's kind of my focus now.
That's fine because I have almost all maxed out dark troops anyway.
I have all maxed dark troops now.
Really? I've got my Valks are running to... I've got to put in one more time. It's 3 days until I get to level 3 probably.
Okay.
And then right away I can start them because I'm just about there to 65, I think it is, or maybe 70, but I got about 65.
Is that just from collecting?
Yeah.
Are you just not using dark elixir?
I brew witches and pig dogs for war.
Okay.
Witches for the war CCs for the defense, and pig dogs for and I guess I brew hogs the whole time so I can give them out to people.
Okay.
That's all I use.
My pig dogs just hit max.
They're tits, man.
You know what?
I've been loving them.
I've been doing.
Saw my boy. I only used one.
Yeah.
I just showed him. I just before he got here, or before we started, we're in a war now, and I hit a guy that had the big tic tac toe. So his shit was spread out the entire map.
The base that I would have no idea how to hit.
Yeah,
I mean,
I looked at it. I'm like, well, the compartments with a dragon. So I put one in each corner, and then I sent everything right up the middle, and it was awesome.
That was a really good way to do it.
But the pig dogs, they go right in and they do some work.
Well, I've been doing level 2s, and I think it was Bubba I was talking to, or Worf. I've been journeying around the clans a little bit. So I went over to Phantom Zone the other night. And just, there's awesome people in all the clans, and they move around. So I went over to Phantom Zone, and I was talking about, the pig dogs, even though they're not max, there's only 300 hit point difference. But you get the more you get more of the little lava hounds.
Yep, and they do damage.
And I think what happens too is that they shoot out farther.
They blow apart into a whole ring. But do you look at one close when they're doing their thing?
The little lava hound?
The minions, they spit fire on you. The lava hound, he's like attacking and spitting. Those little fire pups, they are pissing on you. Look at it closely. It's a stream that's coming from their underside. It's not coming out of their mouth. It starts right below them and then kind of goes forward and down.
Okay.
So it's a fucking stream of hot piss.
Okay. I'm going to actually...
hit a replay and look.
I will. I'm going to do it on mine right now.
I was doing a war thing and I was like, that was one of the last things alive and there were maybe a couple troops and I made it, like they cleaned it out. That little thing was just kind of dicking around, pissing on mines and pumps and stuff.
Well, here's what was awesome is like, I think it was Corey. Corey went in to attack today and he had like wiped out like most of the base, and there was one little lava pig dog sitting there hammering at the town hall. I totally took it. It was awesome.
Yeah, one little thing, the smallest, tiniest thing. I want to take this out. Got that in a little witch skeleton knocking at it.
Damn it, I missed it on that thing. Oh, and then this attack that Boneyard just witnessed in this war. This stupid witch took...
Oh, all your balloons, man.
I should have brought the lightning.
I guess.
I should have brought the lightning.
I guess, yeah. You know, when
because it basically
she's not dropping. She's shooting that shit that's not right above her.
Yeah, and if
that's why the dropping on them doesn't work.
No, but the balloons will. They'll drop right on top of her.
But she's not. They're not right above her when she's shooting at them.
They splash.
Not that much though. She's got a decent range. You know, sometimes she's just on the edge and she shoots them and they fall. You know, in front of her.
Yeah, but they'll eventually, because she's not that strong with her shots. You know,
she's shooting splash damage.
So, anyways,
all your balloons.
This witch is sitting there behind the wall, sending skeletons, hangs up my minions and my king for a long time, and I don't even know why my pig dogs, you know, got hit so bad. It was just kind of crazy. But.
Excuse me.
Well, and I guess that's the thing too. Is I want to ask is, do you think that the new? I can't even see these things. They weren't even live long enough to see the piss. Do you think that the new Archer towers are going to affect the witches?
That's the next thing on the list. Archer towers shoot twice as fast to better take out weak hordes. Now, a group of skeletons, I would consider that a weak horde.
Oh yeah.
You know, she's got to be standing back and be like, "Oh, I just have to resurrect forever."
Well,
but I haven't seen it.
Well, because
a lot of my guys use a lot of go wipes and go weavies and stuff. And actually, this war, I've seen a lot of them I've seen a lot of 2-stars. Like they get them in and it works like it's supposed to, but then it peters out because.
I think the new Archer towers.
It might be Archers doing that.
Because if you think about if they're firing twice as fast.
I've seen a lot of some sweet ass shit my guys are doing and making it happen.
But if you watch them, they're shooting twice as fast, which is awesome because I was getting barched a lot, sitting up in trophies.
Yeah.
Taking defense. It's like the only good barch I've seen since that got me is, I don't know how that person did it that attacked me, but it was like all of their troops were dropped at the same time, and that was basically. I don't know what they were doing on the screen, but it was
doing the 6-finger drop.
Yeah, I guess so. You know, and it was just all around, and it was so fast, so much that it worked. But otherwise, I've been getting defensive wins. But I think that the new Archer tower is going to affect the witch.
Drop all. You fucking click on Archer and you click on drop all, and even though they're all in one spot, they will spread out. You know,
except for one mortar comes.
Yeah, right. You know, like that could happen, and that would suck. But think of the fireball; it would just be like everything they shot at would just blow up once the first arrow hit it, and then they spread out. And it would, but yeah, that would be pretty slick. And so drop all barbs, and they just mow over some shit.
Oh my god! Well, and I think with the new Archer tower thing that they're going to have to come out with a level 3 witch. Because you're going to have more skeletons come out.
You do that with the hogs, drop all hogs, and they go in, and all they got to do is hit something once, and then all fucking 16 of them get hit by the same spring trap. And you're like, no. They spread apart in there. There's just a ton of them. Oh,
just
shit.
flying. There's nothing worse than flying hogs.
Oh.
I mean, I guess
a bunch of them where they just, oh, shit. Well, there goes that whole, side of the board.
And I miss my hogs. I think, so the Archer Towers, I think it's affecting more in a way that it's not really apparent because you go in and you're like,
you don't
okay.
think about it. Well, it's not. Now you got to think of the Archer Towers as more of a, because you don't really. It's like, it's more of a nuisance,
right?
Like, that thing's been plugging away at me for 20 minutes, or a minute and a half. Am I going to be able to? Oh, I got it. Okay, good. I'm going to keep going. But
so what I did also is I spaced them differently on my regular map.
Yeah.
Which you can switch maps now.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll get to
that's later. We'll get to that. That's its whole. That's its whole segment.
But I did spread my Archer Towers out to cover more area in terms of them separately, like to get the outsides.
Yeah, you don't need them to overlap as much anymore because they can do some damage by themselves. They've always been kind of those in the cannons are
because
you just stick them on the outsides to slow shit down.
So I think the cannons will be next, but I don't know. But I like the new Archer Tower thing. I'm glad for once Supercell. Of course, they added a level when I finally maxed them out. Of course,
yeah.
But I still was working on them. So that was the first time that I didn't kind of get screwed by it. I thought if anything, the cannon would be double firing because I had been neglecting them.
I think that the cannon probably, if you wanted to upgrade that, you could do something like, hey, Supercell, here's an idea. If you want to change some more shit, how about the cannon? You can set it as higher artillery, but it's slower. Or you can set it as like machine gun. It shoots faster, but it's a little less powerful.
Yeah, like ground air.
Archers could shoot, different types of arrows. They could shoot it takes longer to shoot.
So many choices,
but explosion. It could be, yeah.
So okay,
they cost more. I don't know.
I like that idea of like a more powerful cannon because that would help against golems and things like that.
Mm-hmm. If it's set that way, and then that changes another whole thing about going in on the ground because to offset it, you got to make something a little stronger.
Well, so here's what I wanted to get at because we're going to talk about the map thing,
right? So Archer Towers, what?
I like it. But I think it's changing things, but it's so hard to. It's so subtle because they're so fast. That it's going to take a while to really kind of get the full effect. I think.
I've been watching the replays of this war, and when there's one or two Archer Towers left, and you got those dragons flying around, you're like, oh, that's fine. You can wait for that dragon to get over there; it'll take it out. And now you're like, damn, and it's going tink 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 tink. You're like, I don't think it's they really are a little more formidable.
And it might be that they can switch targets faster because something gets closer, they switch because it's a half a second, but a half a second means a lot of things, in terms of attack.
Well, there's 600 half seconds in each battle.
So
600.
Here's what I wanted to say about the map thing before we kind of get into the particulars.
No, that's last.
No, because
next thing on the list is
because I don't want to
Inferno Towers shoot for longer before getting depleted. That's great.
I thought it was bad because I fucking hate Inferno Towers.
But if you're trying to burn them out, fuck you.
Why?
Because you're just you got to get in there and take them out. You can't just put like a bunch of fucking golems in there and just try to burn the thing out. That's just a waste of the whole army. I mean,
well, that's why but when they set to single, I used to send in a bunch of arch or barbs. Because then the barbs would just eat each little thing. But I went up against a single Inferno today in my King. It was like, I have never seen that stream become so big and powerful. It just...
Giant bolts of lightning.
What the hell is going on here? And it just went... it was like... I still think that there's got to be something better to battle Infernos with.
I had right before the update, somebody came into my base that I've always said is impregnable and is the dopest. Somebody came in with this crazy go wee wee wipe and took me out. Like went around, and my base worked because they went in on a corner and they walked all the way around and around the sides. and then got to the far corner, and then turned around and came into the middle where the town hall was still standing. And like one of the last defenses was a single fucking Inferno Tower set to multiple, and the only thing coming was a P.E.K.K.A.
Oh my!
Now it was just coming up and lumbering up, and had to bust through a wall, and the thing's just zapping it, and it's beat up, and everything else is dead. It's this one thing, and there was the town hall, and like a couple, like maybe the clan castle was right there, and then a pumper mine elsewhere, right? This all happened pretty fast. It went all the way around on both sides, met at the other side, and then came back into the middle. That Inferno Tower burnt out, and you couldn't even see the sliver of red that he had left. Like, it was just burning him out, just and those levels going down and down and down. You're like, oh, I got this. He's going to get a 99% 1 star. Fuck this guy. And then all of a sudden, it's almost there, and you're like, oh, this P.E.K.K.A.'s dead. It's dead. It's dead. And the thing burns out. He walks in, smashes that in one blow, and then goes after the town hall, turns around, gives the CC and the other thing. And, I couldn't believe it. It was heartbreaking to watch.
Unbelievable.
Just, guess what? Just a sliver left.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah. And so we were like, that was mentioned because the update was like right away, right after that. And like, well, that wouldn't have happened for that. Because it's the only time I've been 3-starred. It's the one time that I've been 3-starred in my base.
I'm sorry for you.
And before that, I've only been 1-starred.
I don't think I have been 3-starred lately. They've been 2-starred a couple of times. Something with these clans, with these high heroes, are killer. Boaz did say, in the way they look at it is, I guess, yeah, they're going to burn longer, but they're cheaper to refill. Because if they're burning longer, they're not burning it as fast.
You get more for your money.
Yeah. And can I tell you how much shit I've gotten because I didn't know the difference by the looks of the single Inferno Tower and the multiple?
You asked? Like, you're like, what does it look like when it's set?
Well, no, I must have been recording.
A single eye or a big hexagonal. There's 5 eyes.
I never looked that close, and I got so much shit for it because they're like, oh, now I can completely see the difference. But people are like,
the expos move when you change them.
Oh,
right?
yeah. But here's the thing: there's a glitch going on right now that if you switch between your layouts, because this happened to me, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh yeah, it starts out as everything's down and single.
If you switch it, even though it looks down. And that's why I knew the 1-gen boost is coming, and this is what I want to talk about the maps, is that if you switch it between the map, they automatically go to air and air targets, even though they're pointed down. So I went in this attack that should have won. All 3 expos are pointed down, and I start going, my balloons are coming for the Inferno Towers, and things are going really well. And all of a sudden, the ground troops, I tweeted it. Look at the picture. It was all the ground expos are shooting at my air ones. And apparently, and I asked I think it was Bubba Stein said that it's a glitch in the game, and I asked on Twitter, I sent out that pitch, and everybody says, we're having the same problem. Apparently, it's because when you switch between the layouts, that automatically happens. So what you could do then, I guess, is just even copy your map, switch between the layouts.
Fucking great.
Yeah.
And I'm doing that.
Because then even if you copied your layout and just switched between them and put them on down, they'll be on air and people think they're down.
Yeah. I like
that happened to me.
I like that.
So
sneaky shit. That's
hey,
Zodcasters, let's do that. Let's everybody.
But I don't know if that happens in war. I know it happens in the regular game.
Oh. Well,
so,
it's worth trying to figure out.
Yeah. Just put them on down, switch them over. Even if you just copied it.
I got somebody download, try it out for me.
Yeah.
That's actually going to get attacked.
But hell, does that suck when you go in with this attack?
Oh my God, I'm an all-air guy. If I saw them all down, I'd be like, fuck yeah, this is happening.
Yeah.
And just be pissed. Like,
and all of a sudden I get there, I'm like, what?
Do they move and they shoot, or does it just shoot out of the middle of it?
They stay down, and they're shooting at my air.
Arrows just appear out of the tip of it and going upwards?
Well, it just doesn't look that clear. I mean, it doesn't look like, okay, the graphics are weird. It just looks like they're shooting, and it looks like they're shooting up, but So I guess I thought,
or did
it's kind of like that time the wizard that I had that wasn't shooting anything out of his hand. It's just sitting there pumping the air like it's. And I'm like,
cool.
is it just me that this is happening? And apparently it's
you're
not.
all glitchy.
That's why I think the one gem boost doesn't surprise me because I bet they'll fix the glitches.
Sure.
With that,
when they
so
start that,
this might be a limited type.
Hit point values have rebalanced for many buildings. Whatever. Like, who cares?
Let's just gloss over that. Yeah. We talked about, me and Boaz talked about that one.
Well, that doesn't, who cares?
Yeah.
It
changes a little bit.
There's you can use the building or the storages for the bottlenecks and stuff.
But I think these little subtle changes kind of affect overall.
How many? The next one. How many? Yes, I got to say that overall,
of course, the pig dogs got nerfed, but because I just was maxing them.
Yeah, well, I already had them, so that was a pisser for me too. But I don't care because they're awesome. But because people figured out Quattroluni.
Remember how bad you hated them when they first came out?
I thought they were so stupid looking. I still think they're stupid looking.
I love watching that fat bastard's above my camp just flapping his wings
showing his butt. Showing his butt to everybody. Yeah, But yeah, I love those little fire puffs pissing on everything. That's great.
I love the Max one because I had level 2s for a while and I was using them and they were working. But I love how big the radius gets, and now I can see it because the blowback. Then they act like little minions. Mm-hmm. So that's pretty awesome.
It's Christmas. Christmas miracle. We all got.
And apparently, there's a glitch with the new Christmas trees.
Oh,
the presents. Apparently, I guess Clash Daddy or Daddy Clash was talking about that. I got a Christmas tree.
Yep, me too.
Perfect spot.
Yep, me too.
Opened one present.
Me too.
Never got another present.
Me too.
Got my second tree today.
Fuck you.
Have a present. I'm not touching that present. Because that's what happens when you open presents early, before Christmas. I don't know if it means that I'm never getting one, or getting more presents, or what, but...
the
second tree's in a bad place.
I guess I have not heard of anybody getting more than one present.
But in the pictures for the update, there was a bunch of presents.
But having opened one and then getting another one. I haven't heard of anybody doing that. Because most people don't have a second present, because they're not keeping the first one. Maybe I should cut down my tree. Let's see if I can.
I haven't seen anybody with more than one present, and maybe that's just.
I've seen people with more than one tree.
Yeah, and see, my second tree's in a bad place, and I like the tree this year.
Yeah, it blinks. I'm still cutting it down after Christmas.
You are?
Yeah,
I've still got my headstone.
Yeah,
I wish
but you don't have your first one. So what's the point?
Well, I still have now. I have 2 years, so you can see I have 2 years.
Yeah. If I saw the first one, then it would really be a thing. You'd have every single thing. But I chopped that tree down in June.
I know we both did. This is so sick of seeing these things. Well, who knows? We've been playing episode 70. Almost 2. I mean, we played for over 2 years, but almost 2 years of podcasting later. Here we are complaining about, you talking about chopping down your tree.
Man, it's not Christmas. Where's my Valentine's Day big heart tree? Huh? Where's that?
It's a heart.
I need you know what else I need? A clover leaf. It's Patty's Day.
Yeah.
And then a big cross for Easter. I don't think we're going to get that secular. No. Yeah, right? A big Jesus on the cross. In your clan, it's a Barb King up there.
If you keep all of your headstones that on Easter, all those troops come back to life.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They're risen.
Well, the resurrector, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Layout editor, the greatest thing in the world.
I haven't played around much with it.
Oh, really? I have a war base that says, I'm going to show it to you. Kneel before Zod, a giant Zod. And so I'm like, okay, once we start, that's went up. And it was the first time the editor had been up in a war. Probably 12 of the people in the House of Zod said something about either kneel or kneel before Zod or something like that. And we just laid it out there. And the other clan had suck it. Fuck you.
Yep, there was one of that, but the guy didn't leave. He didn't take his fuck you off.
Yeah, well, we were up against one guy that didn't do that, and we took him out, and one of my guys didn't, and that was an automatic boot. Prior to the whole thing happening, I was like, maybe if you give me 6 stars, this is before it wasn't even anybody, like, if you forget to switch your shit back, it's a boot. You can reapply later. That's fine. But there's got to be consequences because it's funny, but it'll fuck us if we don't. Some people don't come. Oh, it's 4 hours left. I'll get 6 stars. But if you're not around at the beginning and you forget.
So Ivanzi on Twitter has who's been in the clan and stuff like that. He's doing funny pictures. So when I saw that, I'm like, you know what? I'm surprised that Boneyard hasn't used the big purple boobs yet for like a layout.
And then I have to have all that elixir. Yeah, I could probably do it.
And then we were sitting here as I was thinking about what you were saying. I thought I wouldn't be surprised if you did a. What is that?
That's my cuckoo clock, so we'll let that go off
forever.
Because if you're counting, it's 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock. I also thought.
Check it out, Neil before Zad.
Oh, that's a pretty cool layout.
Right, I put the town hall in the middle of the O because it's a huge Zod.
Yeah. It's a lot of people when they spell things, it looks really kind of crappy, but that looks really classy.
Yeah. And I put the town hall and then all 4 Teslas and all the bombs and all the balloons and all the skeletons inside that O and filled it completely. And so I was like, oh, maybe I'll forget because right away I was like, okay, so if we're matched up against something that we're just if we know we're gonna just kill them, I might leave that and let them come after it. Just to say, fuck you, we know we're going to kill you guys, but only if we just knew we way overmatched them.
And see now,
I'm like, I couldn't do it.
Then you can do one. You could do a Total Recall one with 3 purple boobs.
Baby, you make me wish I had 3 hands. You're doing just fine with 2.
That's awesome. Yeah, I
get your ass to Mars. Quaggin, give them the air. That movie's great.
I haven't used the editor really. I was gonna copy my base and just do tweaks and have my original, but I've just been tweaking my original.
Right. And here's the best part. Well, and here's the thing: if you start from scratch,
you can save it.
If you start from scratch, your expos will be on ground and your infernals will be on single. That was a thing.
Yeah.
So you got to switch them or whatever. But it's awesome because you can start building and you can stop.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can walk away from you don't have to finish in one sitting. You know what I mean? I put my base out there, and then, first thing I did was, I wonder if I can just put just my town hall up there and then save it. You're like, that's my war base.
Well, I think
come and get it.
I wonder if you have to have all the stuff out there.
Yeah, you totally do. You have to have everything out there in order to be able to save. But you can just put it out there and move it around and bring stuff back and then stop.
Yeah.
It's a huge change in the way you can build bases.
I'm going to start experimenting with it, but man, my base holds up pretty well. And what's been happening lately is that people are coming in with like some big ass armies to get my stars, but they can't take. They'll get the town hall, but they won't get 50%. And it used to be
they won't even get 50.
Yeah, I mean, like they're getting like 35% or whatever with
so
like
they got to go
5
straight in
P.E.K.K.A.s, something like 5 max P.E.K.K.A.s and like golems and things like that. But it's been working out really well. But they're no longer getting the 50%. So I'm happy with it. And it's like, I don't know. Yeah. It's like I want to do it. I want to try another one. And I guess it wouldn't be bad to just do it and experiment. But man, when you work on your base and tweak it for years.
Let me tell you something right now. I'm looking at my layout editor. I can push set as active, and I'm in a war. I'm going to go. I just set it as active. Now I'm going to my war map.
I bet it'll be the next day.
Yeah, it is now the same old map that doesn't get touched by anybody. Weird. So if you're in a war, you can set it for the next. You can reset it, but it's stuck as this one.
Okay.
For this war.
Yeah, I'm sure prep day, and that would be me. Huh. And in fact, my queen is down because I've been farming so much. And farming in Masters 2 and Masters 1 is killer dark elixir. Like, I think I took a 5,000 the other day, but usually 2,000-3,000 is pretty typical to
Sure.
take.
So
I got my pig dogs to max, my queen to go into 16, and now I'm just like now that my dark troops are done, it's all going to be pumped into the heroes.
Queen to 16. What is your king at?
15. I'm taking. She's more expensive, but I'm taking her up because she's the one that gets the town hall. And so
I know. I hear what you're saying. She's got range, and
it sucks for war. This war, I just went in and did an attack, and of course, 2-star at Town Hall 9. I should have had it, but then with the queen, it makes a big difference. And what I'm really noticing, like especially with the all air attacks, it's throwing the king and queen in to steer the troops or to deflect like the archer tower stuff or anything like that, and in letting the defenses just hit the king and queen and let the air do the work. But I went into battle right after I started my queen, and I was like, where the hell's my queen? Because it had been so long since I didn't have her.
Yeah, right.
But, and you think about it, it's like, wow, to really level these things up, you're going to pretty much have to have something down almost constantly. I mean, it's going to be 4 weeks or 5 weeks to get her to 20. Yeah, that's a lot of wars.
That sucks.
Yeah. And I'm not going to gem them. I mean, that would be the one thing that I would like to gem, but that'd be super expensive. But you're seeing in wars now all the time, or at least I am, I'll look at my straight across. As long as their heroes are pretty much the same level, then I'll go up against it. But if their heroes are like 23 or 25, it's like it makes a huge difference in terms of the attack that you can do. Because a lot of times it seems like heroes face off, depending on your attack. It's like those level 40s are beasts.
They go on and on and on, wiggling their way all the way through your goddamn map.
Yeah. And I watched an attack even with a couple people in the clan have higher. I think it's T-Skids. I think he's got a 23. And watching that, just a level 23 go was like, wow, okay, it makes a big difference. But it's awesome now that I can just focus on Dark Elixir and focus on my heroes and then have to adapt.
Well, you just have to not get to use them.
Yeah.
And every once in a while, you'll have them both running. You get to use them both at the same time.
It'll be like Candyland.
What the shit? These things are powerful as hell, because it'll be weeks and weeks from now.
So I think I'll do Queen to 20, then I'll do King to 20. Just because I like the king and I like him hammer, but I use him as a shield most of the time. So I throw my queen in right behind him and let him take the damage, rage him. He has more power, and then she, if things are going good, is following him. And you usually can get to that town hall because if you can clear out that 50%, like with air especially, and then let the king and queen walk in to the center. That's awesome.
Yeah, they can do real damage standing in the middle, or she can stand in the middle and just shooting around.
And I bet a year from now we're going to be sitting here talking because with Dark Elixir starting at Town Hall 7,
I'm going to be a year from now. I'm going to be talking about how awesome. Actually, I'm going to be talking about how pissed I am that they nerfed the tiger traps. Because maybe 8 months from now, I'll be like, these are fucking great. And then all of a sudden, there'll be a spring at the bottom. So, like, every fourth guy gets bounced out.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Do you remember any of your... Because New Year's is coming up.
Yeah.
Do you remember any of your New Year's resolutions for the game?
Oh, no. Did we record that?
Yeah.
Oh, I have no idea.
I don't even remember what you said either. I know my one thing was to get to champion. So
I didn't do that.
I am...
Oh, I have it like 2 weeks in, or a week and a half.
Well, basically what I'm going to do is...
Do we have that? I guess phone us in, or, well, I guess we can find it.
Yeah, no, people have commented, hey, New Year's resolution, because, people who have just listened to it or whatever. But I'm not giving up the pushing yet, and...
Now you still haven't made it there?
I'm farm pushing right now. Because
You've already made it there.
No.
What?
No, I haven't. I have been trophy pushing since November, before November 15th. That's a month. And so right now the update changed it a lot because it was like people just come in and barch me,
Sure.
And After that, I got a bunch of defensive wins. I was down really low because I'm farm pushing, so I'm going for the loot and the win. I need the loot and the win. But if it's like a 400K, I'll go for just the loot. So I need the elixir.
There's a trade-off there.
Yeah,
if you want to actually push, then you have to start off with full coffers.
Yeah.
And not go for the loot ever. You have to I can't lose the truck, and you have to do it.
But the bonus,
you got to put a fucking umbrella in it. Great. Leave that shit while you sleep for 4 hours.
Well, yeah, but I'm getting defensive wins too. Not all the time, but filling.
How many defensive wins do you have? Look at your thing real quick.
Total?
Yeah. I got. It's going to be hilarious. You're gonna laugh at. I know we talked about this last time. And you thought it was funny that I was so far down, but
no, I'm really far down too. Yeah, and I'm like, I was
all right.
talking.
Conqueror and Unbreakable. Conqueror is when I still need to win 5,000 multiplayer battles. I'm at 2,900.
I beat it.
Yeah. I'm a little more than halfway. Unbreakable, successfully defend against 5,000 attacks. Where are you at?
555.
What? I'm at 616. I thought I was way under.
No.
Nice. I'm never getting that 100 gems.
Well, if you hang out down at 1,600.
That's true.
People come in trying to get your stuff.
And I'd never put my town hall. I haven't had my town hall inside.
Mine's in right now.
The last time I pushed when we were in Minnesota Nice.
I put mine back in because people were. It's good for a free shield, but I was getting defensive wins, and when you come back,
I don't give a shit. Like that's probably why I am so low is because they just come in.
Well, no, but a lot of people who are pushing put it outside too, because then you get the free shield, and they'll only take like a couple trophies. Now, here's what I think: I think that. So I put it outside when I was at like over 3,000. Then it was making a difference because then they would just take that. I wouldn't get hit for as much. But for some reason, between 2,800 and 3,000, if I put it outside, I'll get hit for a lot of trophies because I think it's people searching. They'll take it, but they'll be a lower level. I don't know what it is with the matchups. But then I put it inside, and I came back to like 60 plus trophies.
Sure, that's got to be good, right? People are going in. Also, it depends on how much you loot. You
defense log.
It's like here's the thing.
Last one, 21 trophies I got today.
It's got to be a big part of it is how much loot you have. If you have no loot to get, if you have no loot to get, and you put your town hall inside, the only time you're going to get attacked is if somebody's trying to wipe you out.
Yeah. And
if you have loot inside, people might come in and get it.
When they're going for the trophies, if the town hall's inside, I don't know why because I have 248K elixir right now. I do have 2,500,000 gold, but I have been sticking it into my walls because I'm going to do my interior wall all to level 9, the Lego walls, because with those P.E.K.K.A.s and the golems, I've seen it in the last couple wars where it does slow them down enough that the Inferno Towers have more time to work, and it seems to make a difference, like attacking other people.
Since we last talked, I've gotten both of my Inferno Towers to level 2.
To level 2?
Yeah, I only had level 1 Inferno Towers, and you laughed at me. Now they're both level 2. I'm saving up to get. Those are the next two things. My extra mortar, the new mortar, is maxed in 2 days. The next two things I get that I'm saving all my gold for is those 2 Infernos because that's a big deal.
Okay,
I know.
Yeah,
and yeah,
I think it's the most annoying defense in the game. To me,
yeah, and I got a good setup for mine. They do the work,
and they
burn longer.
I have one on single and one on multi.
I've got it set up so that they're covering equal sides, so they both have to be on the same thing to really make it work.
Well, mine is if they get into the center, then
if mine get into the center, they're going to do work anyway because my town hall's down.
Do some work, son. Better give that golem away. So yeah, I'm gonna do, and it's like $1 million per wall piece.
Yeah, right. That's crazy.
But
what other defenses do you have to level up before you do that?
I'm gonna finish this interior. So if you look at my base, like now I've kind of got it. So there's the three compartments to get into, pretty much.
Sure.
And then there's that center compartment where the golems will walk around it. I've made some tweaks so that the defenses aren't touching mostly another defense to jump in, for like the golems. But I started with my center, and I'm just going to finish off this. Well, this is going to take me forever anyways.
Yeah.
But then I got to do my air. I think that will be my next big thing because of the pig dog stuff.
Max out your air defense?
Yeah, I have 2 of those left to do. I have my cannon left to do, and then archer towers and cannons. Or mortars. I meant I have that mortar to do, and then I have the cannons and archer towers. But it seems like gold just piles up. I mean, all my builders are busy because I left one.
Now here's the difference.
I left one free.
You're like, yeah, I don't really, because I don't raid as much. I don't have my busy builders aren't busy. Like I had 5 busy builders for the first time in fucking months because of the pumps and mines.
Yeah.
Which I stopped doing. I didn't start a next set of them because of the 1 gem boost. I heard it was going to be today, Thursday.
Okay.
So I was like, I'm not going to get another set done. And it was going to be, and I also heard it was going to be 1 gem per day, not 1 or like 10 gems for the week. Remember how that was?
Yeah,
they did a whole week. And we had the whole thing where if you stopped.
Oh yeah, if you stop it before
the boost is over, you could restart the boost for another week.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
last Christmas was awesome for that.
Well, and I was like, oh, that's great because now we have another level of pump and mine. Like everybody who's maxed out can do that. They can get 6 days, stop it to upgrade it. Because the only way you can stop a boost on a pump and mine is to say that you want to upgrade it. And if you want to upgrade, that will stop the boost.
You cancel the upgrade.
You cancel the boost. And then you can upgrade it. Well, then you can cancel the upgrade and start the boost again.
Oh, okay.
And you're spending a little. I mean, that would be that $300,000, but they've always been cheap.
Well, but last Christmas,
7 days of boost for 1 gem is ridiculous.
When they did the boost last Christmas, it was awesome because it was going on forever. There was, tons of loot, and that'll be awesome if they do it again. Hopefully, it comes because I need elixir. And
brought to you by Bud Light
and Diet Pepsi.
And Diet Pepsi. And albuterol.
I really, because I really need elixir. I have been struggling with it. I can't wait to go hogging again. And I was thinking about it because I've been pushing for a month that I don't know how to even use the other attacks anymore. I mean, I'm using the same thing in war because I have to farm through wars. And yeah, it's going to be interesting because here's my plan now. I'm going to start pushing the day after Christmas, and I'm going to hit champions before New Year's. I'm going to do it.
Oh,
and it's not ridiculous to think because I'm sitting at 29.
So you want to get to New Year? You want to get champions before the end of the year?
That was my goal.
I would love to hear what our goals were. Because I have no idea what we were talking about. I don't even remember talking about it. Probably thanks to Bud Light. So maybe I'll beat you to it. How far do I got to get?
You've got to get from what are you sitting at now?
Well, what do you got to get to? 36?
3,200.
32.
And I was at.
I have to more than double. I'm at 1583. Yeah. I don't think that's going to happen. I think I don't even have enough time. I got enough to start now, and then maybe by New Year's I could get there.
Well, I wonder when you go to raid, how many trophies can you take?
I don't raid for trophies.
No, but I mean, do you look at your attack log and just kind of see what you? Oh, you didn't have to break your shield. Oh, it's
27. This guy, he's a Town Hall 7.
Yeah,
or an 8 maybe. I could take them all. Probably.
When's the last time you saw Crystal League?
Oh, the one time I got there, I don't know. The week and a half I was there, probably.
That's all the time you spent.
I don't know. I just was like, I'm dropping back down. I'm going to 75.
I'm going to go hang out with the TH7.
What did I get down to? 79 or something?
Yeah, it was like 79. I think there's some video of that on the YouTube stuff, which...
yeah. No, there's some... What's that? Nice, peaceful village. What is that over there? I hear something. Is that a dude on a hog? He's coming over here.
What?
Whatever, we got a wall. Oh no! He's wrecked everything.
It would be really.
It took 3 fucking minutes, but he got everything.
It would be really cool to drop down again. Maybe you should do the anti-push again and see how low you can get.
No, it's just now that there's war, I could actually collect enough elixir to get back out of that hole in the war. Because when I went drop down there, you don't get anything when you win.
It'd be really.
And you win trophies like 4 at a time to get it back up. So you got to use a whole army, and then you're like, I am out of elixir. I can't even build barbs and archers to take out these. Because once you get to middle, like once you get to like 12 or 1500, you might need 150 barbs rushing through. You might have to spend a little bit to get a decent army to wipe them out to get all those trophies, but you do not get the elixir back because you get there's such a there's 7,000.
I think you should drop just so that you can get to the lowest you've ever been, and then drop a pig dog on him. And just see how long.
What the fuck?
Just see how long it takes.
Peaceful village. Scene opens. Dawn. Peaceful village. Villagers.
Big fat shadow with tiny wings blots the sky.
What is that?
Is that an eclipse?
They just stand there. They've never seen anything like it. They just stand there like, what? And then it gets closer. Bleh, bleh. It's waving its fucking fat little legs. Bleh, and it burns them as slowly as possible. They all run into the fucking town hall. They're like, what is that? What is that thing? What is the deal? Like, why is it taking so long? And it's just, I'm going to take my time.
That's the thing. At that level,
you couldn't even
the villagers don't even run into the town hall at that level when they see a pig dog. Because like, the clappers are going like,
slow down.
And they just wait, and all of a sudden, then they start to slowly move in.
You know what? That's an interesting question. Would you get like a 10% 0 star with one pig dog? I mean, it wouldn't kill anything.
I'm 0 starred. That's the problem with the revenge thing.
Single pig dog. No, I mean, like in general, how many stars would you get against it? You wouldn't even get 50%. You wouldn't kill a town hall with just a pig dog. You couldn't kill anything with just a pig dog. Maybe when you're way down there, like you get like a 10% loss, no star. Maybe if you could get it to the town hall, because there's not going to be any air defense.
No, but I watched.
Where's it going to go? What's it going to go after first? Yeah. Whatever's closest. Try to get it over to that town hall.
You know what would happen? It would get there. And it would, be doing, and it'd be getting hit by archer towers, and eventually it would explode.
Archer tower.
Archer tower.
It's not going to explode. There's no way. Town Hall 6 and below. There's not enough fucking defenses to kill it in 3 minutes.
I bet it would.
It's got like 3,000 hit points.
No, it's got more than that. It's got like 60.
6,000. Yeah, that was the golem. Yeah, it's not gonna work.
Well, why don't you try it and see?
I might have to. Is that a challenge?
That is a challenge.
All right.
I want to see if I'm going to push to champion.
That'll be fun.
I want to see you push to.
Because fuck elixir, I'm going to go for, because I'm not upgrading anything but dark elixir troops, so I don't need elixir for anything. So I'm going to save my gold and go fight some little noobs.
Yeah.
I'm not going to fight them. I'm going to just step on them. Squishy their head.
That would be really funny, actually. We get some Twitter stuff, some Twitter action.
K2 Kevin is now following you. I'm pretty sure that's my buddy Kevin.
Oh, cool.
Kevin Creepy. I probably shouldn't have said his name out loud. But hey, Kevin. Kevin Coupon Creepy.
So,
2K, K2, that's what we call it. It's a thing.
Oh, crap. I forgot to make minions for this war attack.
His girlfriend's in the Philippines.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, making monies.
She pay attention. You should do the Clash. You can hang out.
Fiance, actually.
Are you going to have a Clash-themed wedding?
No. No, I'm not.
That would be awesome, actually.
Maybe. I don't know.
You could,
I have no. There's zero plans.
If you were going to do a Clash-themed wedding, what would you dress as?
The king. Well, I don't know. I'm not beefy enough, I guess. Like, I might have to dress as the Archer. Yeah, Bustier, fucking, what's up?
You could go
I'm
as a
Katniss. Fuck you, I'm Katniss Evergreen, or whatever her name is. No, I guess, yeah, I don't know.
That would be kind of funny.
Mr. Hog Rider?
Maybe Supercell would.
Ooh. Hey, Supercell, I'll make it. We might have a Clash themed wedding if you pay
Sponsor
for it.
it.
Yeah, sponsor it. Come and give me some monies.
Sponsor
and
it.
everybody,
Clash theme wedding.
And everybody
And
will
then
have to dress.
The best. The groomsmen could be.
The Barbs and Archers? Yeah, right. The king and the queen, right? Oh, that would be pretty good.
It would be awesome. And then like the minister, pastor, priest, whatever, could be the
Scotty himself.
Yeah,
Wizard.
Could be me. I am a
In a robe.
minister.
In a robe.
Yeah, the wizard
would be the
wizard.
And you got a dark beard, that would work.
Yeah, and then all of these things are running through my head right now. And then you could just have people in the back row clapping.
Walking up to things and clapping at them
Yeah.
the whole time. The whole time it's going on. People just walking around.
How do you think
clapping
Lady Boneyard is going to feel when she comes home and you go, honey, we planned our wedding on the podcast tonight.
Yeah, that happened yesterday, and now it was already settled.
So Boneyard's not even 24 hours engaged.
No, that's not true. More than 24 hours.
Oh, it is more than 24 hours. Oh, okay. I was a little late to the party then. Way to tell me so late.
I told you this earlier today, man.
Yeah. I should have been texted right away. No, just kidding.
No, I didn't want to tell anybody. I was like, can we wait till after the New Year? We don't have to do this over Christmas.
We'll see you get it all of the way. So what are you going to upgrade next? Are you going to go for your Inferno Towers?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank God.
Gold upgrades is my 2 Inferno Towers. I need 16 million to make that happen. After that, I think I need to get on some wall work. And that's my plan is my mortar, my last...
so you don't have all black walls, skull walls.
No, I don't. I have, I'll tell you right now.
So where are you throwing all your gold? I mean, even collecting it.
You're right. I don't have. Well, I got my mortar going. I got that from start to finish. Right now, it's finished now. The both Infernos just got. They just went up. And that was 65 probably. Yeah, I think it was 65.
6.5 million.
Yeah. Before that was. Before that was, I think I was like a little bomb here and there, and I was doing a couple of walls,
air bombs. Mailman was talking about doing the Invisibles first, and I said, "What Invisibles?" And he's like, "Things you can't see," and I think that's true.
Okay, here's the thing: I have 62 skull walls, black walls. I have 188 purple crystal walls. So I need what's a half 188.
90
fucking much is what it is.
90 million.
94 million. I need to get to finish that out.
Yeah.
Suck a dick. That's
going
to take forever. So I keep... And, here's the thing. It's not like I have, compartmentalized base where I could be like, 1, 2, 3, and I feel good about, finishing off a little section of this little wall.
That's like my interior.
My base is 4 huge long walls around the exterior, right to the end, and then a little one in the middle. The little one in the middle is all black, and then the outside one, and then there's the 4.
The thing with doing all that is like you go. Well, where do you even start? Because then you start to get a little ways along. It's like that would be.
I got the corners. The corners are done. A 3 with the each corner, and then one next to it on each side. So there's 3. I capped the corners.
Okay.
And now I am like, the other day I'm like, I got to spend this down because people are attacking me. And I went bing, 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 bing. And I went 4 down, and it drained me. And I'm like, oh, great. Well, I don't have any money now. I think it was because I was about to be maxed, and I had so much in my clan castle, and I was about to win a war that I had to I was about to lose money. Because I was I was getting to the point where I needed a builder to get into the Inferno or something like this. I'm like, okay, boom, 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 put it into the walls. So now I have 68 instead of 64. But it's forever. It's going to take so long. I'm like,
It took, I still have a couple level 7s.
I'm like, they can get in there. They can get in there if it was black. I don't even worry about my walls. I worry about what happens once they get in there.
Yeah, I think defense is
because the way my base is laid out, where it's you got to come in from the woods on my war base and my regular base. You have to come in from the fucking edge. So you're going to come in. It's not like you're going to like go to different corners. You're just going to get in through that wall and then go in and do your thing.
And I went up against.
There's it's not multiple points. Where there's corners.
I went up against somebody in war who had the stuff pressed right up to the woods, and you couldn't get in on half the base. I think that is something I'd maybe experiment with, where you can only come in on one direction.
Which one?
I was doing a war attack, and I went in, I was looking at it. I'm like, you can't drop your troops on the top half of their base because it's pressed right up against the corner, so people couldn't get in. There was no place to drop your troops. So if you structured your base that way, all pressed up against, so it's like a postage stamp, you know what I mean? It's like in the corner. You can't drop the troops, so people have to come from the bottom.
No, I love it when I see that shit, because people are like, oh, I'm going to park everything up in the corner, and then I'm going to have the bottom exposed. I dump that shit up on top.
No. I'm talking the person who had it put their stuff so you could not drop anything up on top. It was all up against the woods.
You can drop in the woods. You can drop in the woods. No matter how far over to the edge somebody has their shit, you can drop outside of it. You know this, right? This is fucking day one Clash.
No. I know
Come on now.
But I swear to God, this base, I was like, I can't drop my clan castle. There was just I couldn't. I wonder where it was.
Maybe the castle. Sometimes that's different, because you're actually dropping a building. Because you can't drop it on top of you can't drop it on top of in an open hole where there's a Tesla, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The Tesla will pop up. You can still drop troops on basically inside of the Tesla, but you can't drop a clan castle there until that Tesla is destroyed. So maybe you can't drop clan castles outside on the edge, but you can drop. You can drop armies there.
I'm trying to. I'm gonna look kind of which one I did, but it was, of course, yeah. I'm like, probably not. Probably, I don't know which one it was, but I could swear to God. But I thought that would be a really good layout and tactic, is try to press it up. And I might experiment with something like that for, with the new layout stuff, now that you can take time to do it. Man, and I've been sucking at war attacks lately. Just embarrassing. Let's see here.
We got about 14 minutes left of my war, and we're up 2 points.
This is what I'm talking about. It was so pressed up against the top that I couldn't drop anything. Maybe it's different in war.
No, it's not. You can drop troops up there. Maybe you can't drop your clan castle. That is a thing, because you're putting a building down.
Yeah, maybe I just was wrong when I was looking at it, but I thought that would be a cool thing. Anyways, we're at an hour 7. Should we wrap up?
Yeah, let's do it.
And then, so we're gonna do a little extravaganza.
Oh yeah, we got a little Christmas time for everybody. So listen up. Thanks for joining us on the ClashClanPodcast.com.
Let me just get this information.
And we call us at doing27podcast.com and gmail.com.
Let me get this. Extravaganza is now on the website, so we're not putting it in the podcast stream. But Bedtime Tales with Uncle Boneyard, the night
from last year,
is now up. If you go to the website,
the first Bedtime Tales, which is
the night before Christmas.
The night before Christmas,
which was funny. I was listening to it today. But
I haven't heard
so
it
if you click on you go to the website, you click on the Extravaganza tab. That's where all the stuff is going to be.
We got lots of stuff. There's a lot of stuff in the can already. The chips. Come on, the A-Team's going to come up. We got Dune.
Boneyard eats a bag of chips.
20 jokes is Boneyard.
Oh yeah, I got to get that one.
That's up there. That's ready to go.
Yeah.
And then we're going to do some new stuff. I'm thinking maybe the Grinch, or maybe even 12 days before Christmas. What is it? 12 days of Christmas? How does that sound?
12 days.
12 days of Christmas.
Yeah.
You know, like a day like 8, you have like 35 birds in your house.
Save it for the
Geese are laying and swans are swimming and there's turtle doves and fucking partridges. So that's a bitch of a present. That's not, you don't, oh, my, the 12th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a fucking bird flu. She gave me.
So, you know, we probably won't record before Christmas. So, Merry Christmas.
Right. Merry Christmas, everybody. Hey,
Keep it Clashy.
And all the fans in the stands everywhere, and all the families. We got Elle, we got Phantom Zone, we got everybody around there, the farmhouse with the Kents and whatnot. And, love y'all. Everybody's having a good.
And I'll be visiting the family.
LexCorp and the Evil Zone, their whole thing. That's a whole thing. Yeah. But hey, big up to those guys. And Merry Christmas to all and to all a good night.
And if you're around during the holidays, come check out one of the families. Come hang out for a while.
Come and say hi to Zod. Remember to say something about the podcast, or you're not going to get in.
Yeah, you got to say fan in the stands or something like that.
Something about the podcast, or you're not getting in.
Just because people who listen kind of know the strategy, I guess, or kind of the same type of people who like are there to have fun, and it works really well. So make sure you do that. Come visit one of the families. Shout out to everybody. There's still more shout outs. I've taken pictures and things. And
you know what it is? It's depending on how you play it, and we'll find a family for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
If you want a farm, you want a war. People, we do it different. The different
young,
families.
old, that kind of thing. Yeah.
It's awesome traveling, too, between the families.
Yeah. All right. Well, listen. How do you get a hold of us?
ClashClansPodcast@gmail.com.
Or?
424-27-CLASH.
Or?
At WBSMT Radio on Twitter.
Or?
You can text ClashClansPodcast@gmail.com too.
Or?
What am I forgetting?
Or? I don't know. Is there more?
I don't think.
Okay, that's it. Hey-o! Keep it classy.
ClashClansPodcast.com, of course.
Oh, yeah. Hit us up at the actual main thing, dude. That's probably a good one.
Yeah. So, all right. Keep classy, everybody.
All right.
Merry Christmas.
Keep classy.
Skilly beep 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 skilly beep.